a message that was directed more towards the youth rather than the leaders, because I felt like that one was directed more towards leaders. And also, like, I feel like these three fit really well together because first you can get connected to God, and then you're transformed because of that, and then you're shining for God because at that point you're transformed.
Thank you. And this?
Everyone kind of summarizes pretty much what we talked about.
Yeah, no, so that's the thing about these devotions is if you want to look on devotion and have stay connected, you go on online, there's plenty of things to look for. And the kids, that's the thing, they have plenty of access to information. It's just not just the reading, but then how to apply it, how to put it into action.
I think like something I realized that it's a matter of like, are their leaders connected to God, and what are the leaders doing in their lives? Because like if we can't answer that for ourselves, like how we're connected to God right now, then what they're like trying to learn from us, they're like, well, like there was really no example in front of me, you know. So,
I think, yeah. Thanks for all the input. Let's move on. It's 5 minutes to 12. Is it okay if we stay until 12:15? Pastor Andrew has something to go over next with you quickly. Yes.
V and I probably have to leave at 12. Yeah, we got with parents. They're flying.
Honoring your parents.
Example, lead by example.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for letting us know. So before you leave, though, this I think we haven't settled on this. I think we need to. Pastor Andrew asked about earlier about the actual time that the three devotion time in the morning. We do this together or separate? Do we? Just to get a general, do we come together at the right outside the dining hall, and then we ring the bell, we come, and then you go to your small group, or each group just get gathered. And then secondly, as leaders, you need to know, and you need to provide leadership in this, because if you don't, especially the first day, once you set the tone, it will follow. So do we ring the bell, we come together, sing a quick song, and then okay, go to your group devotion, or you just tell your group to meet. And the reason I bring this up is if we don't have this clear, and you don't know exactly how you're going to do this, and you're going to waste half an hour getting people together, and then that's half hour quality time with God.
I think it's better to ring the bell and get everybody to meet, and then with your group there, you can say, hey, you know, some groups might want to do it together, some groups might want to, okay, well, let's go out for 15 minutes and then come back together. But I think the bell on the first day on Saturday really starts, instead of, you know, do devotion on your own, then we'll meet for the message kind of. Yeah.
Having a song
Okay.
helps too.
Yeah.
Get a song,
Yeah, one song.
and then we dismiss them, pray for them, dismiss them, and then they'll go to his phone. I think let's do that. How about the leaders? Then the leaders can. Good. Thank you. Thanks.
And also, I would suggest we have that blocked time. So if your group is done earlier, that's fine. Let them spend their own time, but to not make a lot of noise. Because other groups will be in their own time, and if they all gather, hey, let's go play volleyball, and it distracts everybody else. So you just let the group members know this is the time to. If they're done, that's fine. Let's allow others to have that.
Good point.
So I just want to add that last year, some of the groups, they were having a hard time, like the girls sharing or the boys sharing, because maybe the first couple of days. So as leaders, these only have 2 questions. You may read these and then maybe come up with a little bit more questions, like open topic, like, you know, open-ended questions. And then
Also, like before you end, maybe if you spend time pray with each other to help them open up more and talk to each other and pray for them. Or just do popcorn prayers, things like that, or the person to your left pray, person to your right, or whatever. Because I think last year when we share as a group together, all the leaders, I remember said, yeah, my group doesn't talk that much, we don't share that much. So if you come up with, a question, get them to open up.
Thank you. Okay, can you take 10 minutes to go through this?
No,
And then,
take 1 minute.
and then, no, any questions or some,
Well, the G brought up, it's a great thing to move next to this, just what you saw on the agenda thing, how to lead a small group. And so I'm not sure how comfortable or how much experience you've had with small groups, and then how difficult each year with each of the groups are different too. And so what I have here is just, I've got from Lifeway, it's just tips to help you to see how you can continue on leading a small group with the conversations, or they call it the art of leading a small group. And so I'm going to pass this out, you can take it home and read up on it. But what I want to spend maybe, like you said, with 1 or 2 minutes is just to hear from you the concerns that you have, the difficulties that you faced before, of what was it difficult in leading a small group. That way we can help to see how we can address as other leaders and staff to support you, so that you don't feel like you're the only one having to deal with that situation. So if there is a concern that you have, or a difficulty, or something you just want to know how to do it, you can ask it now or voice that thought now.
Like, I noticed like the shy ones, like they don't really open up, but like they like to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time dealing with that. Like my brother, for example, he likes to be alone a lot, and I try to connect with him, but it's really hard. Like I notice like other kids are also like that sometimes.
Yeah.
And then
That's a great point right there. Yeah. You're supposed to be at camp, but then I want to be alone. So what do you do with that? Over there?
I think that camp is not their whole life, so like them not being able to open up to us means I've like learned to accept that, and that's okay. And most of the ministry is between them and the Holy Spirit and their family. And so I think just being able to hear, them sitting there and listening to others speak is sometimes good for them. Yeah.
Yeah, so that means like not to force them to say something,
Yeah,
or to say
they don't have
something,
to.
but at least give them the opportunity to take part. And of course, the initial time getting together with icebreakers, I've heard some other times some of the leaders prepare little care packages for each of the members, so when they get there, they open up, they have candy and snacks, whatever, it connects them right away. So different ways to see it. Yes.
You need a budget for care packages? Yes. Speak up. Tell other leaders what you would do, Joyce, if you have, and how much money you would need.
Well, I know in the past, every group then would get a little baggie. Well, every camper would get a little baggie for candies, or some people do like certain teams, and maybe like a little card with a letter written to the camper saying, "I'm praying for you," or "Here's a verse," or, we're looking forward to like your relationship.
Do you want to do something like that?
Like Kleenex or Q-tips or shampoo, new stuff.
So imagine a camper coming to camp and immediately greeted by a big smile by a group leader. He or she, "Hey, we thank for you. This is good for you. We welcome you to my group. I'm excited that you are here. Thank you for coming to camp." And there's candies, a pan, or something. They'll feel special. And how you interact. Now some kids gonna be they're introverted, they need their space. That'll be fine. But I think being attentive to them. I would make a suggestion that since you're gonna have group leaders, co-leaders, so maybe as you discuss with your co-leaders, either before or at camp, that you would divide up and pay attention, you pay attention before opinion. Not pay attention doesn't mean you control them or tell them what to do, or even try and get them to talk. I suggest I've been learning more about this, is to just be, really call authentic life. Just pay attention to their posture, their non-verbal gesture, or their talk. Listen to them even before you have anything to say. Even just their quietness, and just observe and ask how's God is working, how God is in their life, how's God's blessing, what to do. And God will tell you, God will reveal to you how special a person is, and something, and just take the opportunity to connect with God about the person so that you can. And I think you'll learn, I mean, that take my mission team, the big part is pay attention. Not looking what you come there and do anything, just see what God's doing and what is happening. And you learn a lot. So with that way, I think it's good too. You don't feel pressure you have to perform and get them to talk and to share their life out to you. You can't. But pay attention, and God will work with God, because He's already working in the lives of His kids. Once we pay Him to God, and He'll talk to you. Maybe just sitting next to them, and they're not talking, doing lunch or something, just sitting there for a while. God will tell you. I can't tell you what to do. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, because God will tell you what. Pay attention to God in that person's life. Okay, and let me finish on this. So how much did we give out give a budget to the group leaders for care packages, expenses? $1,000? Is that enough?
The year before that wasn't a budget last year. The year before that, wasn't it like 70?
I think 50 maximum. I think each kid you need to buy $3 or $4 per person per kid, and 8 kids to be like $30, $40. Because we do, I need to see budget and so on.
How many
kids are we gonna have in a group?
Probably 8.
Oh, okay.
Probably 8. And then 2 or 3 leaders. So how about 30 or 40? What do you say? 30 is good? 30 is good?
Wait, is every group gonna do it, or just whoever feels like it, or how does that gonna work?
Well, because if we do it, then I think all good question. Can leaders, can you do this? Boys? So I think girls are.
Everybody, like, the strength may be in that, so, like, like for the girls leaders, they may be more apt to do it, but for the boys, they may not be, so I just want to clarify that, is it for all campers, or only?
Because they may come and some say, oh, how come that group has to do this group?
Kids will ask.
So you want to do that? You want to do that? If you want to do that, we can give you a budget to spend for your kids, but you need to say you will do it.
But that doesn't mean that people will want to do it.
What?
Doesn't mean that you want to do it.
No, because we don't want the kids to ask why does that group have certain things and we don't have it in our group. That's what we're concerned about.
As long as they feel the love.
Okay, vote. You want it or not?
Because all the girls.
I know, yeah. All the women. Why is it all the women?
The guys don't need it. All you guys have to next week.
How about all the girls do it? Guys don't?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
The girls get a bigger budget.
Okay, all the girls, you need to do it. I want you to do it for all the campers. All the girls do it, but as you do it, you pray for your campers and you put in something, envelope or whatever like that. And all the girls, you have up to $40.
Yeah!
Boy, just give him. Oh, wait.
Boys should do something to eat.
Okay, now, all the girl leaders, please, we'll give you $40. I think some will spend more on that, but please say the receipts. You come there, you get $40. But please say the receipts so we have things to.
I think the boys will be jealous of that. I have two boys. I know how they feel.
I can have an insight on. I have an insight on giving love gifts for the boys. I've done it the past 2 years. I think it's a great way to kind of open up relationships, especially with boys that you've never met. So they kind of breaks the ice immediately, and then they'll just follow you.
You did it with your own money, right?
What did you get them? The boys need to.
Oh, I got manly stuff like beef jerky, protein bar,
Chapstick. Yeah, I'll get them like
bubble gum. The baseball represents
Okay, all the boys do it too?
Oh, deodorant.
sunflower.
That's true.
Gum.
Oh, no, not gum.
Okay. Okay, boys, you do it too. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, boys.
Well, and then they need to cut back the budget. Okay, guys. Sorry. Girls and guys, $30. Well, now the boys are doing it too, so I'll tell you more. Thank you. That's good.
Yeah, like for the first day, we have like a giant piece of paper, they write what their goals are for like the camp. So they can like focus on that goal by the end of the
Do things like that. There'll be some posters. Hey, Pastor Andrew just asked call you can you talk to you? Take this home, read it about being a small group. I want to take the last 5 minutes to pray. Okay? Some more time praying. And let me suggest that you pray in groups. Right? Once you people divide into 2 or 3 groups, pray together, pray for each other, pray for campers, pray for what not listen for most what not desire for you to pray about. And then once you pray, 2 or 3 people pray together. And after a few minutes, I'll close in prayer. I'll ask Pastor Andrew to pray first. Okay, so go ahead and pray with each other.